Grace from NFP Connect, and we are celebrating services at The Place, Charlestown Community Centre. And I am here with Linda Little, the manager of The Place. Hi, Linda, welcome.
Hi, Grace. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for being, thank you for letting me be here. Can you tell us a little bit about The Place and what it does for the community?
Okay. Well, The Place is, at its core, a community centre. So we're here to be a safe and welcoming place for the whole of community to come and enjoy our facilities, enjoy what we have to offer, and for us to give them whatever level of support they as individuals might need.
So what kind of activities does that entail?
So we work on several levels. We engage with different organisations to come and actually deliver their programs from the place.
Yeah, right.
So some of our support is in supporting existing organisations to do their current work, the work that they're trained to do and that they do well from the place. So it enables our local community to have access to that. We also work with organisations that are just trying to get started and trying to find a footprint in the Charlestown or Hunter area. So we help them to develop and to build their networks whilst they're working out of the place. Beyond social service type stuff, we then encourage all different activities, whether it's little people's exercise classes, seniors exercise classes, educational activities, social activities, all to happen here at the place, which means we're offering a huge breadth of different activities and opportunities for our community to engage. But in that, we don't limit who we service, who we welcome. It's across all sectors of our community, all ages, all different demographics.
That's awesome. And there's a seniors group going on at the moment.
There is. They're exercising.
Yeah,
yes.
Lovely. So The Place is a social enterprise.
It is.
So
yes.
talk me through, because we don't have we have a couple, but that do it well. So talk us through the social enterprise that is The Place.
Well, it's quite a point of difference for us as a community centre. A lot of community centres are now looking to social enterprise as a way of broadening their income streams from being highly focused on state or federal government funding. Because The Place is 8 years old now, and we have not operated with core funding from either the state or the federal government, we operate as a social enterprise. So what that means is we ask our community, our business, our services and our community members to decide to use The Place as their venue of choice, which then allows us to work towards being here, being available for people who do drop in and need assistance, and importantly to then develop participant-led activities that are not currently being met by other service providers. So it's an interesting mechanism. What we basically do is we look at the fact that we're hoping for our local business community to work together to support our not-for-profit organisations or our real grassroots unfunded organisations. But we're not asking them to do anything different to what they would normally do. If a business needs to go and spend $300 on a venue in order to do some staff training or some interviews or whatever, they hold The Place as their venue of choice and come here. What happens is that for every hour that they hire any of our particular spaces, we then can provide that another hour in the same space for an unfunded community organisation at a highly discounted rate. So just simply by coming and doing what they would ordinarily do, paying the money they would ordinarily pay, receiving quality service in a well-appointed facility, they then are still managing to support their corporate social responsibility by coming here and helping us to support the unfunded groups. It's a really, really simple equation. For an hour of business, we get an hour of support. Simple as that.
That's great. And that's such an amazing way. We need to start thinking differently about how we try and find funding, especially in not-for-profits, and that ripple effect is quite incredible. So it's a really good case for support.
It is. We do extend beyond that too, in that by using the venue to enable us to be here, it then means we've got trained staff, quality staff that are able to listen to our community as they come in. And we never start a program or run an activity just because we think that that's the thing to do. We operate with, and it's central to our vision, to participant-led activities, which means if somebody comes in here and they're looking for something and we can't provide it, or we can't refer them to somebody else who can provide it, then we look at whether that's something that needs to be developed. And a fantastic example of that's our young parents group, which has been going now for 4.5, nearly 5 years. We're very, very grateful to NIB Foundation, who funded them completely for 2017 and have stayed with us with assistance through 2018 and 19, which is fantastic. We also have our Tuesday Club, which is senior ladies. We usually get between 40 and 60 senior ladies coming together every single week to build their own social network. Now, those ladies have been coming together for 36 years now, so clearly the place wasn't a part of that all along. But as those ladies have aged, they're no longer able to organise and facilitate the program themselves. So we've stepped in to help them, because nobody wants to see senior ladies suffering greater isolation because we as a community can't support something as simple as that.
That's so cool. That's awesome. So for anyone that's outside, because it's a bit hard, so where are you exactly?
Where are
we?
Well, we've got a beautiful map. If you Google us, you can see inside. And if you see inside, it gives you the 360 photography of all of our rooms, but it also will walk you in from the car parks and from the South Piazza. So Google us. But if you think about Charlestown Square and where all the lovely restaurants are in the South Piazza,
Absolute Thai.
Absolute Thai, and you come down the stairs.
My favourite.
Yes. Then if you just look over to your right, you will see our sign. So it's as simple as that. On the other hand, if you're parking your car, you go in the Frederick Street car park, and then you simply walk back out past Fit and Fast, and you'll see our sign again. So it's really not complicated. We also, fortunately, have the capacity to validate parking for any of our participants, for any businesses that might be running a day-long seminar. There's no running out to put money in your meter or change your parking.
Can you tell us a little bit about how the community has supported you?
Yes. We're so pleased to have had support from a number of different businesses and organisations over the years. Primarily, we would like to say a big thank you to NIB Foundation. They have been a very consistent and strong supporter, which is fantastic. Lake Macquarie City Council and the GPT Group were the initiating organisations that built the beginning of the place and supported us to become an independent, not-for-profit organisation as an associated organisation, which is great. So we'd also like to thank the contributions from Charlestown Square and from Health Save Chemist in Charlestown, who both support our Tuesday Club every week with venue hire or with popping down with gifts and different activities for our Tuesday Club. And of course, we want to thank Charlestown Bowling Club and Charlestown Leagues Club, who have helped us with different programs and also, very importantly, funding our new automatic door out the front, which is absolutely necessary for the breadth of people that need to access the place.
And that's, it's so important, and you've got some great partners that work with you, and it's so good to see all the different types of organisations. They're so varied. Linda, can you tell us a little bit about how the community can support you more?
Sure. Like any other not-for-profit organisation, we always welcome skilled volunteers. We accept donations, small donations, or if a business is looking for a partnership or a sponsorship, we always have opportunities for them to support any of our programs longer term. But really, the best support for us is for the local businesses to choose us as their venue of choice. That is it. Just use the place and allow us to then deliver valuable community supports.
How can the community find you?
They can find us by Googling us. We're actually just redesigning our new website. We're in the phone book, I guess,
wow.
the good old-fashioned way,
Yeah.
or just pop in and visit us. But anybody who's wanting to know more about us, we just welcome a phone call or a visit, and we're always happy to talk about whatever it is that they might be interested in.
Awesome. And the phone number's down here, 0240 325500. Otherwise, Google them on the website. It's The Place, Charlestown Community Centre. Thank you so much for being here
Thank
today,
you, Grace.
Linda. Thank you for having me.
Lovely.
Thank you. Bye.